The problems we faced in accounts payable before we implemented electronic invoicing were too many papers laying around in various locations not centrally located to accounts payable. Also, an abundance of people processing or trying to keep up with that process or those papers, and also the challenge of errors. We had an abundance of just human error that went along, that was associated with all the paper invoices. We were tasked by, for electronic invoicing, we were tasked by our CEO to become more automated. And so that meant we started the research to really look and see what electronic invoicing meant. It was something in 2005, actually about 2004, that nobody had really heard of, so it was new for us and new for a lot of people. So he did several research, got in contact with a guy who was actually from India. So when most people think about outsourcing their accounts payable, they think about offshore, or at that time it was predominantly offshore. So he made actually a trip to India. For 5 days he was interviewing companies who did this type of offshore for their accounts payable, when we were introduced to an electronic invoicing solution through OB10. Since implementing electronic invoicing in Mohawk's accounts payable department, we have drastically reduced errors. We have also reduced our head count from roughly 55 employees to down to 25. We've also we're also to the point where most all invoices come into accounts payable centrally located rather than going to our various locations and sitting on people's desks. So that has cut down on our help desk calls, which was two full-time people at the time, to now we just have one full-time person. We have also reduced paper, a substantial amount of paper. And we have approximately 1,500 vendors who are submitting their paper invoices or their electronic invoices through. And the fact that we get those in and they're more timely, most of the time the invoices beat the product to the door. So that's a good problem to have, rather than waiting on an invoice, having to accrue an invoice. That's not good management of your paper invoices. So when you eliminate the paper, then it becomes easier to accurately accrue or accurately account for all the money that you've spent, and more timely in the correct accounting period. Currently we're over 1 million. Of course, we've been doing this for 5 years now, and we're over 1 million invoices, somewhere probably I think like 1.5 million invoices that we have moved. We've saved lots of trees, lots of oil, there's lots of energy being saved, and we're very excited about that.